So in the first iteration, count of trues is 1. In the second, count of true is 2. Hello, I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this lesson, I will be teaching you guys that how we can find the largest element in an array without using max function. Okay, and it's an interview question. So without wasting further more time, let's get right into the video. Cool. I'll take some local variables here. Okay, and we'll name it as local list of numbers. Okay, so it's gonna be my list wherein I have to find the largest number. Okay, 67, 80, 100, 102 and 30. Cool. So there are 5 elements in this array. Next, I will use abem for each, which will iterate over this list. Okay, so in here my items is gonna be local list of numbers, and in expression I will take another local variable to store the current item. Okay, I'll name it as local item and will store the current item. So for the first iteration, my current item would be 67. For second, it would be 80. So it will be stored in this local item variable. Okay, and then I will use another for each within this for each, and that will become nested loop. Okay, in here my items would be, but before that, what I'll do, I'll just take another local variable for my updated list. Okay, I'll just name it as updated list. I need to get the wherein I need to get the updated list by removing the current item, because I'm not going to compare current item with itself. Okay, so with the help of remove function, I'll remove the current item. So remove from this local variable local list of number and remove fp index. Okay, so it will remove the current item. Let's say for the first iteration it will remove 67 from the list and return me the remaining 4 items in the list. Okay, so in here now my items is gonna be my updated list, local updated list, and in expression, okay, I will be comparing my local item with fb item. With every item we are going to compare it. Okay, so local item is greater than fp item. Okay, and then let's see what it gives. Okay, if I test this rule out and show you guys what it gives. Okay, so first, for the first iteration it is comparing 67 with 80. 67 is not greater than 80, that's why it's returning false here. Then 67 with 100, false again. Then 67 with 102, again false. Then 67 with 34, it returns 2 here because 67 is greater than 34. Okay, we are not comparing the current number, the current item with itself, with 67. Here we have removed the current item. Okay, so with the help of where contains, I'll find the count of trues of every iteration. Okay, so in the first iteration count of trues is 1, in the second count of true is 2, in the third count of true is 3, in the fourth count of true is 4, in the fifth iteration count of true is 0. Okay, and now with the help of where contains, I will get the count of trues in every iteration. Okay, so I'll just wrap this for each inside where contains. So for the first iteration, this is the first iteration, and sorry, this is my first iteration, and it will get the count of trues, okay, in this list. Then for the second iteration it will get the count of trues in this list, in the second list. Okay, so where contains true, and this will be my array, for each will be my array. If I test this again, okay, so it's returning me the index wherever true occurs. Okay, so for the first iteration, true is at fourth index. For second we have true at first and fourth index. For third we have true at first, second and fourth index. For fourth we have true at first, second, third, fourth index, and for fifth we have no trues. Okay, so now I need to get the count of these items. Okay, so I'll just wrap it inside. For first iteration it will give me the count as 1, for second the count will be 2, for third the count will be, I just need to get the count of these indexes. Okay, so I'll wrap it inside count function, count of this. If I test this again, so it's giving me the count. Okay, 1 2 3 4 0. Now what I'll do, I'll just compare this count with count of my local updated list. Okay, so if the count of this is equal to count of this, then return me the FP item, else return me nothing. Count of my updated list is 4 because for every iteration we are removing the current index. The count would be 4, right? So I'll just use if condition over here. If count is equal, then return me the FP item, else return me nothing. If I test this again and show you guys what it gives, it is giving me 102, and 102 is the highest number. If I change it to 150, then it should be 150 because 150 is the largest number, right? So let me show you guys now how it's working. Okay, so here we have this list, and then we enter this for each loop which is iterating over this list one by one. Okay, then we are storing the current item in this local variable. Okay, and then we are getting the updated list by just removing the current item because we don't want to compare the current item with itself. Okay, that makes no sense. And then we have this loop, we enter this loop where it is iterating over my updated list. Okay, wherein I will be having only 4 items after removing the current item. Okay, so here I am comparing my local item with every other item with the remaining items in the list, and whichever iteration has the highest number of trues will be considered as the largest number. Okay, and then I am comparing my count of trues with the count of my local updated list. If it is equal, then return me the FP item, else return me nothing. Okay, and that's how it is working. So if you want more such videos, please like my video, share it as much as you can, and yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, cheers, bye bye.